Om Shri Mahaganathipataye Namaha. Hi, good morning students. Good morning to all. We have discussed about trigonometric identities and how to apply trigonometrical identities in problem solving. మేము చెక్ చేసాం అలాగే కొన్ని డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ 2 weeks మనం 2 days చూసాం. టుడే అప్లికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ట్రిగ్నామెట్రీ అంటే ట్రిగ్నామెట్రీ అనేది రియల్ లైఫ్లో ఎక్కడ యూజ్ అవుతుంది అనేది కొన్ని సిచ్యువేషన్స్ చూస్తాం. అయితే ఇవాళ చూసే సిచ్యువేషన్స్ చాలా బాగుంటాయి. ఎట్లా అంటే దే ఆర్ వెరీ నైస్ బికాస్ I selected some problems, 5 or 8 problems, 7 to 8 problems, which are different than NCERT. NCERT లో ఉన్న దానికంటే కొంచెం డిఫరెంట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సెలెక్ట్ చేశాను. దాంట్లో కొన్ని అయితే దాంట్లో కూడా ఎక్సర్సైజ్లో ఆర్ఎస్ అగర్వాల్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఆల్సో విచ్ ఆర్ వెరీ మచ్ నియర్ టు NCERT ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. బట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కొంచెం డిఫరెంట్గా ఉన్నాయి. ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ which are very much near to 99% near to NCERT only. అట్లాగే NCERT ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎలా ఉన్నాయో కూడా మాక్సిమం అట్లానే ఉన్నాయి. కానీ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లో మటుకు డిఫరెంట్ మోడల్స్ నేను I selected and I want to discuss those models. If you are ready, I'll start applications of trigonometry. Okay na? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Can I go ahead? Okay, good morning Aditya. Good morning. Very good. Okay, Teja, good morning. Good morning. Right. So, Hunisha, good morning. Very good, man. Just I'm starting my first problem. Right. I'm reading out the first problem. See, kindly listen. 2 ships are approaching a lighthouse from opposite directions. The angles of depression of 2 ships from the top of the lighthouse are 30 degrees and 45 degrees. If the distance between the 2 ships is 100 meters, find the height of the lighthouse. This is the first question I selected, which is very easy one. See, there is a lighthouse, which is, we don't know, we need to find out the lighthouse, height of the lighthouse. AB, I'll say it as AB. AB is the lighthouse. And we need to find out its height. Okay. 2 ships. One is P, the other one is Q, which are on the opposite side of the lighthouse. They are on the opposite side of the lighthouse. Okay na? Now, a person standing on the top of the lighthouse and observes the angle of depression of the ship P is 30 degrees. Okay, and from the angle of depression of ship Q from the top of the lighthouse is 45 degrees. Okay. Now, the distance between the 2 ships is 100 meters. And we need to find out the height of the lighthouse. And we need to consider the lighthouse is perpendicular to the surface of the ships on which the ships are standing. We need to consider this one as a right angle. Okay na? So did you understand the problem, children? There are 2 ships. A person standing on a lighthouse AB and observes these two. Both the ships are on the opposite side of the lighthouse. Both the ships are on the opposite side of the lighthouse. Ship P and ship Q. So a person standing on a top of the lighthouse observing the angles of depressions of P and Q for 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively, and the distance between distance between the two ships is 100 meters. We need to calculate height of the lighthouse. Okay na? As I told you in the class, first you need to write the description about the figure. First AB is the lighthouse, PQ is the distance between the two ships. Okay na? And 30 degrees is the angle of depression of ship P, and 45 degrees is the angle of depression of ship Q from A. And we need to find out AB, the height of the lighthouse. That is about the description of the figure. Everything we need to write for children. Okay now, for this figure you have 1 mark, I told you already. Figure 1 mark, description 1 mark, and simplification 2 marks. If it is a 4 mark question. And simplification 3 marks if it is a 5 marks question. Understand children? Okay. Now, here we can observe two right triangles. Right triangles. APB is one right triangle. AQB is another right triangle. Okay na? Right. See, the person is standing on the top of the lighthouse, and this dotted line is the line of sight initially about that person. Okay na? So this line of sight is always parallel to base. That is what we have to assume. Not assume, but we have to consider like that. So since this is parallel to this angle is 30 degrees, alternate interior angles, and this is also 45 degrees. Okay na? Now consider triangle APB. Consider triangle APB. Before that, children, let us assume the distance between PB is x meters. Then the distance between BQ is 100 minus x meters, because the total distance between the ships is given as 100 meters. If I assume this is x meters, this will be 100 minus x. We andariki telisinde. Okay na? Now triangle APB, tan 30 degrees is equal to h by x. Tan 30 degrees is equal to h by x. And we know tan 30 how much? Tan 30 how much? Anyone? Tan 30 how much? Tan 30? I am not getting the answers. What is tan 30? 1 by root 3. Neha Devi, correct. Very good. Neha is giving answers. 1 by root 3 is equal to h by x. Then do cross multiply. H root 3 is equal to x. Let it be equation 1. Now consider triangle ABQ. In that, tan 45 is equal to h by 100 minus x. Now tan 45 is 1, so 100 by h by 100 minus x. Then h is equal to 100 minus x. This is equation 2. Okay. Now here we need to find out. From this what we can write. From this I can write x is equal to 100 minus h. Is that right? From this equation I can write x is equal to 100 minus h. Okay na? Now what I will do is, in equation 1 I will replace this x value. I will replace this x with 100 minus h, because we need to find out h na. So h root 3 is equal to 100 minus h. Then h root 3 plus h is equal to 100. If I take h common, root 3 plus 1 is remaining, is equal to 100. Then h is equal to 100 by root 3 plus 1 meters. You can rationalize also. You need to do it. You need to do it, children. Do the rationalization. Okay na? Do the rationalization. Okay. So height of the lighthouse is 100 by root 3 plus 1. Do the rationalization and simplify. You will get the height of the lighthouse. Understand, children? Now I am moving on to the next problem. Moving on to the next problem. Okay. Next question. Yes. So this is very important model. ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పబోయే మోడల్ కి ఒక చిన్న స్టోరీ ఉంది. నా ప్రీవియస్ స్కూల్లో ఒక 1 ఇయర్ అంటే నేను ఆ బ్యాచ్ నేను టీచ్ చేయలేదు. నా ముందు టీచర్ ఉండేవారు. ఆవిడ ఆర్ఎస్ అగర్వాల్ నుంచి ఈ క్వశ్చన్ టీచ్ చేశారు క్లాస్లో. ఓకేనా? ఆ ఇయర్లో ఈ క్వశ్చన్ బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్లో వచ్చింది. నాకు తెలిసి విశాఖపట్నంలో ఆ ఇయర్ చాలా తక్కువ మందికి 100 మార్క్స్ వచ్చినాయి. చాలా తక్కువ మందికి 100 మార్క్స్ వచ్చినాయి మ్యాథమెటిక్స్లో. చాలా తక్కువ మందికి. ఓకేనా? బికాస్ మ్యాక్సిమం టీచర్స్ దే డిడ్ంట్ టీచ్ దిస్ ప్రాబ్లం ఇన్ దేర్ స్కూల్స్. సో ఎవరైతే టీచ్ చేశారో ఆ స్కూల్స్లో మాత్రమే 100 వచ్చినాయి. ఎందుకంటే ఈ ప్రాబ్లం కొంచెం డిఫికల్టీ లెవెల్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఆ టైంలో ఎవరో దీన్ని టీచ్ చేయలేదు. అండ్ కృష్ణ విద్యా మందిర్ ఏదైతే నా ప్రీవియస్ స్కూల్ ఉందో దాంట్లో అటు ఉన్న టీచర్ నేను కాదు, ఆ టీచర్ టీచ్ చేశారు దీన్ని. సో 1 స్టూడెంట్ గాట్ 100 దీన్ని చాలా గొప్పగా చెప్పుకునేవారు అప్పట్లో. నాకంటే ముందున్నప్పుడు నేను ఇంకా అప్పటికి జాయిన్ అవ్వలేదు. అప్పుడు చెప్పుకున్నారు, నాకు కూడా చెప్పారు ఇదే స్టోరీ అబౌట్ దిస్ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకేనా? దిస్ ఇస్ very ఇంపార్టెంట్ ప్రాబ్లం. Okay, then onwards I am teaching this problem to each and every branch. 2-3 times ఇది బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్ రాత్రి కూడా 2-3 times ఇది బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్ లో వచ్చింది. ఓకేనా? సో listen the problem carefully. Okay, the angle of elevation of a cloud from a point 60 meters above the surface of the water of a lake is 30 degrees, and the angle of depression of its shadow in the water of the lake is 60 degrees. Find the height of the cloud from the surface of the water. This is the question. See here. I will draw the figure and I will explain it to you clearly. See. Consider this is the water level. Surface of this. So this is the surface of the water. Okay na? Okay. There is a construction on the lake. There is a construction on the lake. 60 meters above. Yeah, 60 meters. The height of this construction is 60 meters. A person standing on this and observes a cloud with an elevation of 30 degrees. Understand, children? He observes a cloud with an elevation of 60 degrees. Okay na? ఇక్కడ ఏదో క్లౌడ్ లాంటిది ఏదో ఉంది ఇలా క్లౌడ్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు దీని ఇమేజ్ వాటర్ లో పడుతుంది కదా. సో he observes the image of the cloud. ఇదంతా వాటర్ కదా. The image of the cloud on the surface of the water with 60 degrees. Okay na? And we need to find out the height of the cloud from the surface of the water. Suppose ఈ పాయింట్ మనం A అనుకుంటే ఇది B అనుకుంటే we need to find out AB. We need to find out AB. And not only that, what we have to find out? Find the height of the cloud from the yes, okay. And I'll name this one as C. This point as C. because the image of the cloud forms on the surface of the water only. అయితే మన ఫిజిక్స్ లో మనం ఒకటి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తాం. ఎట్లా అంటే AB distance or AB distance equal to BC distance. Is that right or wrong? Because ఈ వాటర్ ని మనం మిర్రర్ గా తీసుకుంటే ఓకేనా, మనం మిర్రర్ నుంచి ఎంత దూరంలో అయితే నుంచుంటామో మన ఇమేజ్ కూడా అంతే దూరంలో ఉన్నట్టు ఫీల్ అవుతాం. అక్కడ కూడా మిర్రర్ నుంచి అంత దూరంలో వెనక్కి ఉన్నట్టు ఫీల్ అవుతాం. మీకు తెలుసా ఇది? You know this or not, children? Suppose we are standing at 3 meters from the mirror and we can see our image in the mirror, and the distance between me and the mirror is 3 meters, and we'll feel the same, the image is also 3 meters away from the mirror atla. So BC kuda ikkada నేను చెప్పొచ్చేది ఏంటంటే AB and BC both are equal. AB and BC both are equal. That is what you have to understand. Okay na? Now if this is 60 meters, this is also 60 meters, and ABCD, I name this one as D. I am assuming this AD as H. If I find out H, then I can find out AB by adding 60 to it. That is the way how to find out H. Okay. Next one, as I told you, AB and BC are both are equal. Now AB is 60 plus H. So BC is also 60 plus H. So this is also 60 plus H. Okay na? ఈ క్లౌడ్ ఇమేజ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది వాటర్ సర్ఫేస్ మీద అయితే ఉంది. సో ద హైట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లౌడ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సర్ఫేస్ ఆఫ్ ద వాటర్ ఇస్ AB. దెన్ ఇమేజ్ హైట్ ఇస్ BC. బోత్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్. ఇది ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థం కావాలి మనకి. ఓకేనా? అండ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద హైట్ ఆఫ్ ది cloud from the surface of the water, that is nothing but AB. Okay na? So from a point 60 meters above the lake, the angle of elevation of cloud is observed as 30 degrees and angle of depression of its image found as 60 degrees. Okay na? We need to find out height of the lake, height of the cloud from the surface of the water. Okay? Did you understand the children? Did you understand the problem? Did you understood problem? Problem అర్థమైతే ముందుకు వెళ్దాం. We need to find out the height of the cloud from the surface of the water. Surface of the water is EB. Surface of the water is EB. And EF is a construction of the surface of the water which is 60 meters above the surface. ఇప్పుడు వాడు ఇక్కడ నుంచున్నాడు, అబ్జర్వర్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు F దగ్గర ఉండి క్లౌడ్ ని 30 డిగ్రీస్ తో చూశాడు, దాని ఇమేజ్ ని 60 డిగ్రీస్ తో చూశాడు. అండర్స్టాండ్ చిల్డ్రన్? Now can we move now? Okay na? Right. Now triangle AFD. Triangle AFD. What is tan 30 degrees? What is tan 30 degrees? H by FD. H by FD. We know tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to H by FD. Now do cross multiply. FD is equal to H root 3. FD is equal to H root 3. Now consider triangle FDC. FDC. Tan 60 is equal to DC by FD. DC by FD. We know tan 60 is root 3. DC. Can anyone say what is DC, children? Can anyone say what is DC? What is DC? What is DC? 20 plus H. Who is this? Dhruv Om Sarkar? Ishan, very good. Very good. 20 plus H. Very good. 20 plus H by FD. FD we got H root 3. Is that right, children? FD we got H root 3. Na? Substitute that. Now do cross multiply. Root 3 into H root 3 is equal to 120 plus H. So 3H minus H is equal to 120. 3H minus H is equal to 120. 2H is equal to 120. H is equal to 60. That means this height is also 60. Now, height of the cloud from the surface of the water is 60 plus 60, 120 meters away from the surface of the water. The height of the cloud is 120 meters above from the 120 meters above from the surface of the water. Understand? Very beautiful question, children. So very beautiful question. And important also, important model. Okay, cloud and lake. Okay, na? You can take screenshot because I am going to rub the problem. I am going to erase it. Ikkada EB is the surface of the water, and there is a construction. Deen meeda edo chinna construction undi, which is above 60 meters from the lake. Above lake, 60 meters above the surface of the lake. Okay. From there, the angle of elevation of the cloud is 30 degrees, and the depression of its image, that is C. C is the image of the cloud. A is the cloud. Okay, na? And C is its image. So angle of depression of its image is 60 degrees. That is what you have to understand. And దీంట్లో important point ఏంటంటే, you need to understand this height and this height both are same. ఇక్కడ మనం ఈ సర్ఫేస్ ఆఫ్ ది లేక్ అనేది మిర్రర్ గా యాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ ఎ మిర్రర్ బికాస్ దాని ఇమేజ్ దీంట్లో పడుతుంది కదా. అప్పుడు ఈ హైట్ AB ఈక్వల్ టు BC అనేది అర్థం కావాలి ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లో. ఓకేనా? రైట్. ఓకే, ఐ యామ్ టేకింగ్ ఇట్ అవుట్. Okay. Next question. Right. This is also very important question. See, a round balloon of radius r subtends an angle alpha at the eye of the observer, while the angle of elevation of its center is beta. Prove that height of the center of the balloon is r sin beta cosecant alpha by 2. This is the question, which is very important. దీన్ని కూడా మీరు జాగ్రత్తగా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. There is a balloon. Okay children, ఈ బెలూన్ మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తాం. ఎప్పుడన్నా ఇప్పుడు మనకి అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ చూస్తుంటాం, బెలూన్లు ఎగరేస్తుంటారు. పెద్ద బెలూన్లు, పొలిటికల్ పార్టీస్ కానివ్వండి, లేదా పెద్ద షాపింగ్ మాల్ ఓపెన్ అప్పుడు వీ కెన్ అబ్జర్వ్ ద బెలూన్స్. ఓకే, అప్పుడు మనం బెలూన్ ని చూస్తుంటాం కదా. చూస్తున్నప్పుడు మనం ఎట్లా చూస్తామో మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. సపోజ్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద పర్సన్. ఓకే, P పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ అబ్జర్వేషన్. మనం బెలూన్ ఎలా చూస్తాం? ఇలానే చూస్తాం. అంటే మనం చూసేది టాంజెన్షియల్ యాంగిల్ అన్నమాట. ఇది ఈ యాంగిల్ ఇది అర్థమైందా? ఇలా చూస్తాం బెలూన్. మనం దిస్ ఇస్ సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ ది బెలూన్. మనం బెలూన్ ఇలానే చూస్తాం. ఈజ్ దట్ రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్? ఈజ్ దట్ రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్ చిల్డ్రన్? బెలూన్ అలానే చూస్తాం మనం, తలకాయ పైకెత్తి. ఈజ్ దట్ రైట్? ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ద ఆన్సర్స్. ఎస్, దాన్ని టాంజెన్షియల్ యాంగిల్ అంటారు. బికాస్ ఈ రెండు లైన్ ఆఫ్ సైడ్స్, ఈ రెండు లైన్ ఆఫ్ సైడ్స్. సో ఇలా చూస్తాం మీరు. ఈ యాంగిల్ ఇది ఆల్ఫా ఈజ్ గివెన్ ఇట్ యాస్ ఆల్ఫా. ఓకేనా? నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటన్నాడు, కొంచెం ఈ ఫిగర్ మారుస్తా కొంచెం, ఎందుకంటే బెలూన్ కొంచెం చిన్నగా గీస్తాను, ఎందుకంటే ఫిగర్ కరెక్ట్గా మీకు అర్థం కావాలి కదా. రైట్, ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ ద బెలూన్. ఓకే, so this is the center of the balloon. So this angle is given alpha. Okay na? And see, the angle of elevation from the center of the balloon, it is given as beta, E angle. Okay na? Center ki elevation beta and tangential angle alpha. ఇప్పుడు మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఈ PA PB are the two tangents to that balloon. Is that right? And PO is line joining the center to the external point. Is that right? So automatically it bisects the angle between the tangents. It bisects the angle between the tangents. I told you. So apart of the E angle alpha by 2, ఇది కూడా ఇది beta. ఈ total E angle beta. ఇది alpha by 2. Okay na? So E angle beta, E total angle. Okay na? And see this. I am joining this one with the center and this one also with the center. Okay na? And we know this is radius R, right? And I want to find out, what is I want to find out? The height of the balloon. That means I want to find out OQ. I want to find out OQ. Okay na? Right. Consider triangle POB. Triangle POB. POB. Okay? In that, with respect to this angle alpha by 2, this is opposite side and this is hypotenuse. Side opposite to alpha by 2 by hypotenuse. Sin alpha by 2 కదా. అయితే దానికంటే ముందు ఫస్ట్ మనం ఏం చేయాలి? We need to find out OQ. OQ is a part of triangle POQ. OQ is a part of triangle POQ. And we know this angle is beta. Okay? So with respect to this angle, this is OQ is opposite side, PQ is adjacent side, and OP is hypotenuse. Okay? In order to find out OQ, we must know either this side or this side. మనకి ఇదన్నా తెలిసి ఉండాలి, ఇదన్నా తెలిసి ఉండాలి. అంటే మీ ఆలోచన విధానం అట్లా ఉండాలి. either we should know PQ or PO. PQ వాడు ఇవ్వలేదు. The vertical distance means the distance between the balloon and the point of observation not given. Can we find out PO? Can we find out PO? అని ఆలోచిస్తే వెంటనే మనకు కావాల్సిన ఇంకొక ఐడియా, ఇమీడియట్ ఐడియా. In triangle POB, POB is a right triangle because PB is a tangent and OB radius. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent at their point of contact. So POB is a right triangle and in that OB is radius and OB తెలుసు, OB కనుక్కోవచ్చు. ఈ యాంగిల్ కూడా తెలుసు కదా, ఆల్ఫా బై 2. We know this angle and we know this side. So in triangle POQ, this is opposite side and this is hypotenuse. sin alpha by 2. That is the idea. So from this triangle POB, మనం ఎలాగోలా కష్టపడి OB కనుక్కుంటాం. After getting OB, then we will go ahead with the triangle POB. అది idea. Okay na? Now, triangle POB, sin alpha by 2. Sin alpha by 2 is equal to OB by OP. Sin alpha by 2 is equal to OB how much? R. OB we don't know. So from this, OP sin alpha by 2 is equal to R. OP is equal to R by sin alpha by 2. I can write this one as R cosecant alpha by 2. R by sin alpha by 2 as R by cosecant alpha by 2. OP. Now we got OP value R cosecant alpha by 2. Okay children? Now go ahead with the triangle POQ. Again I want to find out OQ and I know OP. I know OP. This is my OP. And I want to find out OQ. With respect to this angle beta. With respect to angle beta. Opposite by hypotenuse again. Sin beta is equal to OQ by OP. Sin beta is equal to OQ. I need to find out OP. I got R cosecant alpha by 2. From this OQ means height of the balloon. Height of the balloon from the center is R sin beta cosecant alpha by 2. This is what we have to prove. This is what we have to prove. Understand children? Very very important question. We need to find out height of the balloon from the center to the base OQ. So OQ is equal to R sin beta cosecant alpha by 2. Okay na? మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నా మనకు OP కావాలి. We need to find out OQ. We need to find out OQ. OQ is a part of triangle POQ. Okay na? So in order to find out OQ, we must have two, at least two. What is that? Any one of these two sides. Any one of these two sides, OP and OQ. అన్నిట్లో ఏదో ఒకటి తెలిసి ఉండాలి. And ఈ యాంగిల్ తెలుసు. Okay? One of the acute angle తెలుసు ఉండాలి. One of the acute angle. Trigonometry అదే. We know this angle is beta. And we don't know OP and PQ. Both we don't know. మనకి యాంగిల్ ఒక్కటే ఉంది బీటా. మనకి OP తెలియదు, PQ తెలియదు. So further what I am doing, I am considering triangle POB. Triangle POB. In that it is also a right triangle. It is also a right triangle. In that I know OB is radius and this angle, one of the acute angles is alpha by 2. So from that right triangle I got OP as R cosecant alpha by 2. Now consider triangle POQ. Sin beta, this is acute angle. Sin beta is equal to OQ by OP. And OQ I got R sin beta cosecant alpha by 2. Okay, children? Take out the screenshot if you like it. Take out the screenshot. Yes. I am taking it out. There are 2 problems or 3 problems anywhere. I thought I have to complete 8 problems. Then I go ahead with a new chapter. So triangle, right angle, trigonometry అనేది why it is become so famous I told you. I told you that if we know one of the acute angles and one of the sides of the right triangle, we can find out the remaining. Right. So next problem ఏంటంటే standing over here, okay, and flying a kite. He is flying a kite at an elevation of 30 degrees, okay, and the distance of the kite from him is 100 meters. The distance of the kite, here there is a kite over here, okay na? The distance of the kite is 100 meters from Tarak, and the elevation of the kite is 30 degrees. This is 30 degrees. Okay na? Right. Next, Sanvi, she is standing on a 20 meters high building. Sanvi is standing on a 20 meters high building and observing the kite, the same kite with an elevation of 60 degrees. And she is observing that one. Not 60 degrees, let it be 45 degrees. He is given it as 45 degrees. Okay na? And what we have to find is, we need to find out the distance of kite from Sanvi. Okay na? I will tell you this properly again. Tarak is flying a kite. Okay na? The angle of elevation of the kite from Tarak is 30 degrees and the distance of the kite from Tarak is 100 meters. Okay? Now, what happened? Sanvi, she is standing on a 20 meters high building. She is standing on a 20 meters high building and observes the same kite with an elevation of 45 degrees. And we want to find out the distance of the kite from Sanvi, from eyes of the Sanvi. So, any idea, children? Any idea from here? From your side? This is 90, this is 99. Obviously, means this 90 is the perpendicular height of the kite from the base. Okay na? Any idea what to do? Oh, sin 30 వేయాలి. Oh, sin 30 వేస్తే ఏమిటి వస్తుంది? Let it be A, B, C, D. Okay. So sin 30 వేయమంటారు. sin 30 sin 30. ఇక్కడ tan వేయలేము. ఎందుకు tan వేయలేము? We don't know AB, we don't know TB, both we don't know. Okay. So sin 30 అన్నారు ఎవరో చూద్దాం. sin 30 చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? AB by AT. sin 30 1/2. AB how much? We don't know. AT 100 meters. AT is 100 meters. Now do cross multiply. 2AB is equal to 100. AB is equal to 50 meters. We got AB 50 meters. Now, with this, how can we find out AS? Distance of the height. AS. Yes, DBC is a rectangle. Okay. Okay. DB 20. Very good. SDBC is, one of you told SDBC is a rectangle. Automatically it is a rectangle. So DB 20. If DB is 20, then AD is equal to 50 minus 20, 30 meters. So this is 30 meters. AD 30 meters. We got AD. Can we find out AS now? Can we find out AS? Yes. How? Triangle ADS sin 45. Sin 45 is equal to AD by AS, which is 1 by root 2. AD is 30 and AS. Do cross multiply. AS is equal to 45 root 2 meters. 45 root 2 meters. So the distance of the kite from Sanvi is 45 root 2 meters. Understand, children? Did you understand this? Beautiful problem. So you like it? If you like it, take the screenshot. Okay. Next question. Right. This is also very, very important question. Very, very important. See, the angle of elevation of an aeroplane from a point on the ground is 45 degrees. After flying 15 seconds, the elevation changes to 30 degrees. If the aeroplane is flying at a height of 2500 meters, find the speed of the aeroplane. He is asking to find out the speed of the aeroplane. Right? Important question. The aeroplanes మీద ఇంకో question ఉంది. I'll discuss that one if time permits today. First observe this one. ఆ క్వశ్చన్ కి ఒక స్టోరీ ఉంది. ఓకేనా? I'll tell you that one. Not this one, the next one coming up. I'll tell you if the time permits. So there is a point P on the ground. Initially aeroplane is at A, which is flying at a height of 2500 meters from the ground, and the elevation is 45 degrees. Okay, na? Initially the aeroplane is at A and P is the point of observation. See, AB is the vertical height of the aeroplane from the ground, 2500 meters. Now what happens? Let it be Q. Okay. Now after 15 seconds, the aeroplane is over here at P. Now the elevation is this one, 30 degrees. But the aeroplane is maintaining the constant height. It is maintaining the constant height. Okay? Now, ఇక్కడ ఏం అడుగుతున్నాడు? ఏ నుంచి బీకి డిస్టెన్స్ అడగట్లేదు. అడిగితే ఎన్సీఆర్టీ ప్రాబ్లం అయిపోతుంది. He is asking the speed of the aeroplane. Speed. He is asking the speed. Can anyone say what is the speed formula? Speed is equal to Can anyone say what is speed? Distance by time. Very good. Time is given 15 seconds. ఎందుకని 15 seconds లో A నుంచి B దాకా వెళ్ళింది. The time taken by the plane from A to B to travel from A to B is 15 seconds. We know time, but we don't know distance. We want to find out this distance. This distance is nothing but this one. That means we need to find out QR first. We need to find out QR. How to do that? Consider triangle PAQ. Consider triangle PAQ. Tan 45. AQ by PQ. 2500 by PQ. So PQ is equal to 2500 meters. So this one we got 2500. Now consider triangle PBR. Tan 30. BR by PR. Tan 31 by root 3 na? BR 2500 by PR is we don't know. So if we do cross multiplication, PR is equal to 2500 root 3. PR is equal to 2500 root 3. Now we know PR is PQ plus QR. And PQ we know plus QR. Then QR is equal to 2500 root 3 minus 2500. 2500 into root 3 minus 1. 2500 into root 3 minus 1. Okay na? Now, if it is given root 3 is 1.7, if it is given root 3 is 1.7, find out QR. Now, QR we know, distance we know. We know the distance. Can we find out the speed? Speed is equal to distance by time. Distance 2500 into root 3 minus 1 by time 15. Simplify and tell me children. Take root 3 1.7. Take root 3 1.7. Simplify it. Tell me the speed in meters per second. Do it now. I am giving you 2 minutes time. I am giving you 2 minutes time. Do it fast. Take root 3 is 1.7. Take root 3 as 1.7 children. So 2500 into 0.7 by 15 you need to do. Why 0.7? 2500 into 1.7 minus 1 by 15. 2500 into 0.7 by 15. This is what you have to find out. Use the calculator and simplify immediately. 2500 into 116.6 116.6 meters per second. 116 meters per second. Are Sanvi 103.3 వచ్చింది, which is right? Which is right? 116 or 103? 116.6. Sanvi? Hamsini 116.6. Sanvi re-verify it. Okay, 116.6 only right. Okay, good. So the speed of the aeroplane is 116.6 meters per second. meters per second. ఓకేనా? నేను ఇక్కడ క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ యూస్ చేయమన్నాను కానీ because in board exams you will not get calculators. You need to divide it. Multiply with 7, then divide with 150. How to do this? Into 10 by 10. Into 10 by 10, then it becomes 2500 into 7 by 150. Okay, children? So this is yeah, there is another question, beautiful question. I think you have taken a screenshot on this. Okay, na? It is taking too much time to rub this board. I need to find out a solution for this. Any solution with you? Is taking too much time. Actually, I want to take a digital board, but it costs too high. See, I'll read out the problem, which is nice. See, a ladder of length 6 meters, making an angle 45 degrees with the floor, while leaning against one wall of the room. If the foot of the ladder is kept fixed on the floor and it is made to lean against opposite wall of the room, it makes an angle 60 degrees with the floor. Okay, na? Find the distance between the two walls of the room. Suppose there is a wall and there is another ladder over here which is 6 meters length, making an angle 30 degrees with the wall. Okay, na? Now what they have done? There is another wall in the same room but opposite to the previous one. Now what they have done? They have taken this ladder, fixing this foot. దీని కదల్సలేదు, ఈ బోటం కదల్సలేదు, దీని ఇలా తీసి ఇలా పెట్టారు. Now this angle is 60 degrees. Length of the ladder doesn't change. Is that right? Okay na? ఏం చేశారు? ఫస్ట్ ladder ఇలా ఉంది, ladder ఆ వాల్ మీద, తర్వాత దీని ఇలానే ఉంచి ఇలా పెట్టారు. ఈ ఎలివేషన్ 30 degrees అయితే ఈ ఎలివేషన్ 60 degrees. Understand, children? అయితే we need to find out this distance. Can you do this, children? Can you do this? A, B, C, D, E. We need to find out BD. We need to find out BD. Can you do this? Okay, do it now. Do it now. Once again, I am saying the question. In a room, a ladder 6 meters length, it is rest against a wall so that the foot of the ladder makes an angle 30 degrees with the wall. Now what happened? The ladder is rest against another wall which is opposite to the previous one. What they did? They didn't change the foot of the ladder. ఇలా ఉన్న ladder ని ఇలా పెట్టారు, ఇలా ఇంకొక వాల్ మీద, దీనికి ఆపోజిట్ వాల్ మీద ఇలా పెట్టారు. ఇలా ఉన్నదాన్ని ఇలా తిప్పి ఇలా పెట్టారు. అప్పుడు మేకింగ్ యాంగిల్ is 60 degrees. They want the distance between the two walls because they are opposite to each other. Okay, na? Now what to do now? How to find out the distance of the wall? Easy question. It is an easy question. Distance between the two walls. See, in right triangle ABC, we know AC and we have to find out BC. We know AC. We have to find out BC with respect to this angle. What we have to use? Children, what we have to use? In triangle ABC, we need to find out BC. We need to find out BC. Is that right? And we have AC. Cos 60 degrees, not cos A, not tan. How can we use tan here? Neha Devi? If we use tan 60, opposite side we don't know, adjacent side we don't know. We don't know its opposite side and we don't know its adjacent side also. So cos only. Triangle ABC. Cos 60 degrees. BC by AC. Cos 60 1 by 2. BC by AC 6. Then BC is equal to 2BC is equal to 6. BC 3 meters. BC 3 meters. Now consider the triangle CDE. And here also we need to find out CD. We know CE. Same cos 30 degrees. Cos 30 degrees. CD by EC. Root 3 by 2 is equal to CD by 6. Then 2CD is equal to 6 root 3. CD is equal to 3 root 3 meters. Now, BC is equal to BC plus CD. BD is equal to BC plus CD. BC how much? 3 meters. CD 3 root 3 meters. Take root 3 as 1.73. Take root 3 as 1.73 and simplify. Tell me the distance between the two walls. Take root 3 as 1.73. So that means 3 plus 3 into 1.73. Simplify this. What is the distance between the two walls? 8.19. Is it 8.19? Ishan also got the same. 8.19. Is that right, children? Akanksha is there? $8.19. Okay. 8.19. Very good. So, the distance between two walls is 8.19 meters. Okay. Only one problem left in applications of trigonometry. That one I will see, I will explain you later, maybe in the next week with before starting the new chapter. Okay, na? So with this, I conclude the applications of trigonometry, and trigonometry also done. We will go ahead with another chapter, most probably circles from R.S. Agrawal. All the problems from circle from R.S. Agrawal, we will deal that one. Okay, na? Because circles is very, very important for class 10th or 11th also. So we will do that one. So for today I am signing off. Enjoy. Try to complete. Not try to complete. Complete the classwork and come back tomorrow. Complete the classwork and come back tomorrow to school. You need to submit the classwork. Understand, children? Good. You can leave now. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can leave. Thank you. You can leave, children, now. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Thank you very much. Bye, bye. Children, you can leave now. Good, good. Thank you very much.